What's going on, everyone? What is poppin'? We are here today for week 4 of the APA. It does jump from week 2 to week 4. There's no week 3. That's because we got a forfeit win from our opponent, unfortunately, due to some circumstances. But this week, we're taking on my buddy, the Mr. Moet, and he's a really good friend of mine. Known him for a very long time. This is his first time in Draft League, so in a sense, it's kind of a debut. First time playing him in a draft or in a sort of serious match, but still be a lot of fun. Now, he has a very cool team, very interesting team. Not Pokemon that I would have picked, I guess, overall in the draft, but he's been doing well. I think he's, out of the first 3 weeks, he's won 2 and only lost 1 to Joey, which was a pretty close one, I think, if I'm not mistaken. So yeah, his team consists of Cramorant, Dugtrio, Durant, Hawlucha, Mimikyu, Morpeko, Ninjask, Gmax Orbeetle, Rotom Heat, Vaporeon, and Weezing. So list should have appeared to your right. Now, looking at his team, he definitely has some threats, for sure. The Mimikyu is a huge threat. That thing can set up an SD behind his guys. We know what it does. We saw that in my WBE game. And he also has like Durant, Hawlucha. Hawlucha is a huge threat, and that thing can SD up. He doesn't have terrain to go with it, just like I did in my Pink Urchin live that I uploaded pretty recently. So if you haven't seen that, be sure to check that out. It shows the danger of Hawlucha with Pink Urchin. But yeah, like, that's a pretty powerful mon. Durant hits really hard, though he has Hustle. But his Gmax Pokemon can set the gravity with its special Gmax move, the Gmax Gravitas or something. Creates gravity, which means that he can hit all his moves with Durant. He won't miss anything. And yeah, I mean, Cramorant is a very annoying mon, so if he does decide to bring that, like, that thing could surf and do a bunch of fun stuff, spam hurricanes and things, but I have a lot of mons that can deal with it. Like, his team, I'm not too scared of, because I feel like my matchup in particular is pretty solid versus him. So let's talk about my team here. Started out with a Stunfisk. Believe it or not, like, the first thing I looked at when I looked at his team, I was like, yeah, I'm just gonna bring my tier 5 Stunfisk here, because this Pokemon actually, in a FizzDef set, can be able to take hits really well from things such as Hawlucha. It also gives me, like, I brought the double ground. I brought Stunfisk, Gastrodon. Gastrodon is nice because it is able to deal with the Rotom Heat, can also check the Vaporeon really well, and toxic things all around. This is a post-home league, so I can run toxic on a lot of stuff. I can do other moves and things, of course. So yeah, this thing is going to be fire. Stunfisk plus Gastrodon, 2 ground type Pokemon that can help me deal with Rotom, Vaporeon. Gastrodon exclusively can deal with Cramorant, and even Dugtrio. I guess Stunfisk FizzDef can check a lot of things like the Durant, Hawlucha, even the Mimikyu, Morpeko as well, and Ninjask. So there are a lot of things that these two can do together. Shed Shell, because we don't want to get trapped by Dugtrio. This is the ground type that is weak to ground, so we want this thing to be free and not trapped by Arena Trap Dugtrio, which I definitely think he'll bring versus my team. And yeah, so we have Stealth Rocks, 3 attacks here. We have Toxic Recover and 2 attacks with the nice Rindo Berry to take a grass type attack, maybe from a Morpeko Seed Bomb or a Giga Drain or Energy Ball from Orbeetle. And yeah, this league in particular, if you guys are wondering, because I get these questions or comments all the time saying, why is your Pokemon holding a Premier Ball or whatever. In this league, this is nerfed. The Gmax Pokemon are nerfed in the sense that they have to hold a Pokeball of some sort so that they don't have an item. Why is it that over no item? Because if you get knocked off, it does more damage if you're holding something. So you hold something useless like a Premier Ball and you take the full effect of knockoff damage. And Grimmsnarl is great because it doesn't take much from knockoff anyways. It's probably one of the best Gmax mons I've ever seen or I've ever had the pleasure of using. This is the same set that I brought to the WBE game, the defensive 3 attacks bulk up set with Premier Ball. Before I had the berry, but I changed that to a Pokeball. So yeah, it works the same way. Outruns Vaporeon and has enough bulk to take a +2 Mimikyu and eat up hits from Hawlucha and everything like that in this Gigantamax form. We have Toxtricity here with a Shed Shell, so double electric. I got the Stunfisk Toxtricity combination here, and those 2 Pokemon cannot get trapped by Dougie, which means Toxtricity can keep clicking attacks like Boom Burst and Overdrive and Snarl and even Shift Gear up too, without worrying about getting trapped. So that's going to be fantastic if we can do that. We also have Noivern, very bulky kind of spread here. It's able to act more defensively, so it can check Hawlucha, it can check a lot of things. Not really a counter to like certain mons, but it can definitely take a hit a lot easier. It's a defogger for the team, so it can get rid of Sticky Webs from Orbeetle, it can get rid of rocks from Dugtrio, and yeah, overall pretty fun mon with Frisk over Infiltrator this time, so I can scout what item he is. On certain mons, heavy duty boost so we don't take rocks damage, and enough speed to outrun, I believe, the Dugtrio Jolly Nature. Then we have Cobalion Rocky Helmet with a more defensive spread here. Really nice and solid Pokemon to take on Mimikyu, and it can live in Earthquake from Dugtrio with ease if it's not banded, of course. I think if it is banded, maybe it can, but I know it does like 50 something or 60 something from just a regular Earthquake from Dougie, so it's like not bad at all. And Stonehenge we have here for Cramorant in particular. SD3 attacks kind of just hits everything really hard. But it's a pretty solid team overall, and I'm excited to try it out versus my buddy Moet. It's going to be a lot of fun for sure, as I really like this team a lot, or just the overall draft that I have this season of the APA. So we'll see what we can do, and hopefully we can put in the finest of work versus Moet's team. So yeah, we'll see what happens. I'll cue into the game right now, and I'll see you guys for the match. Yo, what's poppin'? I'm here today for APA Week 4, and as a reminder, of course, there's no Week 3. My opponent gave me a forfeit win, but this week we're going to be taking on my good friend, Mr. Moet, and I'm excited to play him for his debut in draft. Similarly to Jamvat, who we played in Week 2, this is his first time in a draft league, but he's already had a few weeks, and he's been doing really well so far. So I'm excited to play my boy, and let's get right into it and see what he decides to bring. I'm coming fresh out of WBE, by the way, so I might not be in the right headspace, but we'll see what he brought here. Yup, he brought a lot of mons as I expected. So he has the Morpeko, the Dugtrio, which I definitely anticipated him bringing. He brought no Orbeetle though. Okay, that's really good information. The Durant is here. Vaporeon. Hawlucha. And the Rotom. Alright. Rotom Heat. So Morpeko, I think, is going to be one of the big threats because it can have a lot of really great coverage versus myself. I have Shed Shell on a lot of my mons that can be trapped by Dugtrio. I think I'm going to lead Noivern. I'm rocking a Frisk Noivern this week. And I think Frisk Noivern is actually pretty good, due to the fact that it can scout for items. I have 2 Shed Shell users on the mons that would not want to get trapped. Musketeer can live, or my Cobalion can live an Earthquake from Dugtrio if it's not choice banded. But I think, yep, let's rock with these 6. This lead here with Noivern. Figure out what his item is turn 1. I told Moet that I'm going to crush him this match, just for fun. Alright, he leads Rotom. Okay, cool. So we'll figure out what his item is here. And he is going to be, let's see. I actually missed that. I turned my head away, and I did not see what item he was. Shoot. I thought I was Frisk, yeah. I did not see the item. I turned my head away. I should have paid attention. But I'm gonna go for a Dragon Pulse here. As he tricks, probably expecting my Gastrodon, so I will take this. Yeah, he's Choice Scarf. Okay, cool. I literally turned my head away at the moment that this Pokemon was in. I didn't even see what item it was. But this is exactly what I wanted to do to begin with. I did not want to go Gastrodon either way. And so he tricks this Pokemon instead. So what we're going to do now is we're going to switch out here. So, I mean, I think if he was going to switch out, he would go into his Durant. Which means, I mean, I could go into my third eye. I could also go Musketeer. I'm gonna go Gastrodon here. So now I'm a Choice Scarf Noivern, which is not bad. Which is definitely not bad. So let's see what he goes into. Vaporeon, okay. I could try to put a Toxic on this thing. He could Toxic me though. But Toxicing Vaporeon will be nice. If he goes for a sub, that's okay too, because I have a Pokemon that can go through substitutes. So he'll Toxic me, I'll Toxic him. Seems like a fair trade-off right here. He could also have Heal Bell, but I mean, keeping this Vaporeon poisoned is nice. Now I could double Toxic here. I could also switch out here into my my Toxtricity, because he's not going to Scald me. And if he's Toxic, he shouldn't have any like coverage. I would assume he's Wish Protect or something. I'm going to go Toxtricity. So it looks like he's staying in. As he goes to the Wish. Okay, cool. This should allow me to Boom Burst here. And because I am Shed Shell, I can switch out of Dugtrio if he decides to try to trap me. So him being poisoned is really nice, like I said, because it ensures that he takes a lot of damage. I'm going to Boom Burst here. So the Shed Shell is going to come in a lot of handiness. Let's see what he goes into. Okay, so he switches out. Goes into Rotom here, okay. So this Boom Burst is going to do a ton of damage, actually. But though he will wish himself back up if he lives. Which he does, barely though. So he gets a lot of health back, that's good. I am going to switch out here into... I could go Gastro here. Which I think I will. So I have 2 ground types on my team. Which is pretty nice. So what I think I'm going to do here is actually go Gastro. If he overheats, I'm going to double out. Back into Toxtricity. So the Toxic on my Gastrodon is a little bit annoying, but it's not the worst thing in the world. I think the Toxic on Vaporeon is a little bit better. Maybe I should have stayed in and Boom Bursted again, but I didn't think it was really worth it right now because my Toxtricity is Shift Gear, which can literally win the game towards the end, I guess. Stealth Rocks would be kind of nice if I could set them up. Alright, Moet and I are back at the same turn that we were on. We found out that the land mode was not working. So I'm going to Gastrodon here. We have to play fast though, because we're on Wi-Fi, on internet. That's the 20-minute timer. So we gotta play fast. So he tries to Volt Switch. Does not work. Beautiful, beautiful. So actually what I'm going to do here is double back into Toxtricity. As he goes to Vaporeon, perfect, perfect. So I talked about this game plan in mind before we disconnected, which wasn't me. Mo said he had internet connection or issues or something, but I think it's the land mode that we were playing on. So he switches out. Perfect, perfect. Boom Burst is going to hit something really well. And it's going to be the Durant. So he can Boom Burst here for a good chunk of damage. Alright. What item is this? Ooh, eject button. But I am Shed Shell. And because I am Shed Shell, we can switch out. This is probably the... Yeah, that was good, that's good. So he thinks he can trap me. We are going to switch out though. Into my bird. Which is absolutely beautiful. And we found a Salac Berry. Okay. So that's good to know. So what I can do here is go for a Dragon Pulse. He has no switches other than Vaporeon, which is going to take more toxic damage. So now you get to see me play at like lightning speed and try to think lightning fast, which I am pretty good at. If I know that I have to like move fast, I'll move fast. Now Moet's thinking now. And he does stay in. So we get a nice clean Dragon Pulse off here. There's about 50 though. Huh. Doesn't do much at all. So I mean, I can go for another one. There are no rocks up right now or anything. Ah, it looks kind of like a roll. Huh. Interesting. Salac Berry Dugtrio. Okay. Switches out here. Okay, that's fine. Goes into Vaporeon. So we get some nice clean damage off on that. I'm going to switch back here into Toxtricity, I believe. Bring back in nice overdrive here. So I assume he's going to try to wish back into... Oh, he healed Bells. Okay. Which means we do get a nice Boom Burst off on something. And I think I will probably want to Boom Burst this thing. So that's Heal Bell, Toxic, Vaporeon. Probably only Scald. He switches out here, so Boom Burst is going to be nice. Goes into Rotom. So this will take a ton of damage here. Very nice, very nice. Excellent damage. Could probably go back to Gastrodon now. Which is a safe switch in nonetheless. So we switched out here. Which means he stayed in. Definitely. Yep, and he overheats. Very nice. We'll take this well. And I am going to double back out here. Instead of going for a Toxic, I could go for a Toxic here, but I do like the double out. As he switches out, exactly. He goes into Morpeko. Okay. So Morpeko comes in here. That is interesting. Does he become Hangry Mode though? Yes, he does become Hangry Mode. So what I could do here is go into my Cobalion. So if he decides to go for the Aura Wheel, I'll get a justified boost. And I am Rocky Helmet too, by the way. Yep, he does Aura Wheel. That looks to be Choice Banded. So he should take... I think he should take a Rocky Helmet. Yeah, he does. So this is something we can outplay. I'm pretty sure I live this hit. I'm positive I live this hit. So I'm going to Sacred Sword here. Is he parting shots? Okay. Fair enough. So he might go into, what, Vaporeon? That did a lot of damage, so he's not locked in. So I guess what, he was Life Orb or something? I forgot, I didn't even see the item. I'm trying to play so fast right now. It is difficult to see. So we'll get damage off on this. Ooh, I think that's a crit. Yeah, that is a crit. So that's fantastic damage right here. So we're going to switch out into our Overdrive, our Toxtricity. And we can continuously Boom Burst his team. And he can't really wish anything back up that he switched into before. Yep, he goes for the wish here. Perfect, perfect. So Boom Burst here is our best play. Like, we don't even need to shift gear, I believe. So I'm going to Boom Burst here. Boom Burst is, of course, I think the play. Alright, Moet, you got this, buddy. I really don't want the timer to go to 0. Please. Please, Moet, please. Alright, we hit this Boom Burst. Fantastic damage, we get rid of Vaporeon. Nice, 1 mon down. Alright, excellent. This is what I like to see. Alright, now that we got rid of Vaporeon, Toxtricity has become a little less valuable. So that's nice. And he goes Dugtrio here. I'm going to outplay him. Watch this. I'm going to stay in here. I'm going to stay in and Boom Burst him. Earthquake is free, but I have a Noivern. And he's kind of figuring out how I play. I feel like he's going to overpredict here. I don't think he's going to go for Earthquake. And I'm going to stay in here and make a really weird play. But I think it's worth it because Toxtricity at this point, it's like, it's not needed. Yeah, exactly. He predicted. And we dodge it too anyways. We would have lived guaranteed. So Dugtrio gone. So you already know I'm out here only making the finest plays. I'm out here stunting. You already know. Hey Moet, if you're watching this, bro. You like that play? You like that play, bro? Nice. Alright. Durant comes in next. So I know this thing has Stomping Tantrum. Don't know if he... I mean, this thing is expendable anyways. I was going to sack it anyways. So I'm just going to go for... probably another Boom Burst here. I could also Shift Gear. Because if I do live the hit, that'd be kind of nice. I'm going to Shift Gear anyways. Truant. Oh. So I can't attack the next turn then. Which means he can actually put in a ton of work. So I'm actually going to switch out here. Into... I'm going to go Noivern. Because why not? So he lost his Truant, so I can actually Shift Gear after that, if he knocks me out here. He switches out. Goes into more Pico. Becomes a Dark-type Pokemon. We are Choice Scarf. I mean, even though it doesn't really matter. Get a Dragon Pulse here for maximum damage. And remember, we have a full HP Stun Fisk as well. So we'll get some Dragon Pulse damage off here. Good damage. Fantastic damage here. Aura Wheel. It's going to give him a speed boost, which is alright. We got a lot of damage off on that, which is great. He's going to become an electric type here. Yep. And then I think we can live any hit with our Toxtricity. And this time I believe I can go for a... well, I could still go for a Boom Burst here. Even if he parting shots, I'll probably still knock out the Durant. Yeah. So we'll go for the Boom Burst here. Knock him out. Like I said, he could parting shot, but still. Alright, Moet, you got this, buddy. It sucks because I don't know how much time is left in the match. Ooh. Okay, protect more Pico. If I shift gear there, that would have been the play, though, of the century. This is good now because I can go into Cobalion. Do I need Cobalion? Not really. Nope. Rocky Helmet Chip is going to be enough for us to knock this thing out, so that'll be nice. And remember, I still have my G-Max in the back, too. So heal Aura Wheel here. Yep, we take that with ease. We could probably still live the next one, too, if he decides to go for it. So I think my play here, I could Iron Head or I could Sacred Sword. I think I will, I'll just Iron Head here. I outrun everything anyways except for Durant. Alright, he parting shots, that's fine. So he might try to set up with Hawlucha, maybe. I don't see us losing this game. Alright, he goes Durant. So we will get an Iron Head off here, which is some pretty good damage as well. I got a little crit on him too. Okay, Moet, okay. Here what we're going to do is we're going to go into... I mean, I could probably go Gastro. I could also probably stay in. He could Entrainment me, but I can switch out anyways. I'll Sacred Sword. And we are faster than his Durant too, so maybe he's not max speed. Because Durant, I think, is naturally faster than the Musketeers. From what I remember, I'm pretty sure it is. It's like base 109. I think we were base 108 or something. So he's gonna go all in with Hawlucha now. The Hawluchador. So we can go to our Stunfisk here, which is the exact purpose of this Pokemon. And I can save Cobalion for Rocky Helmet. So he will get his SD off here. He cannot not Oko us with any move. So that is something I just want to mention there. I'm going to go for a Discharge here. Sky Attack. Okay, that's it's not going to knock us out. So this is the Power Herb set, of course. Stunfisk is fully Fizz Dev. Let's see how much this takes, actually. I'm curious. Oh, that does a lot. That's a crit, isn't it? Yeah, that's a crit. Crit probably doesn't matter because he can OHKO anyways after maybe close combat plus sky attack. Maybe? I don't know. So he lowers defensive, which is nice. No static yet. Okay. So what we can do here is go into Grimmsnarl. This is where our Gigantamax is going to come into play. We are fully Fizdef. Fully Fizdef, almost. It's the exact same set as the WBE match that I brought. So we're going to fight. We're going to Dynamax. We're going to go for the Starfall here to knock this thing out. 53 seconds until battle ends. Are you kidding me? That is insane. But there's no way he can win at this point in time. So I don't think we even need to like create or recreate or anything. Close combat will not knock us out. Yep. Yeah, I think Grimmsnarl should just pick off the last two anyways, with 2 max darknesses or anything. Morpeko can't knock us out, and then Rotom Heat cannot knock us out either way. But yeah, I hope the Landmo gets fixed. But there's no, but like we basically played till the end game. Like this is the end of the game right here. So we would win anyways, I think. Yeah. I mean, that's unfortunate that it had to end this way, but like the outcome was inevitable at that point in time. So I didn't see a way out for that, for Moet there. So I definitely think we just win this game here. So yep, that's going to be GG's Emvee. Thank you everybody for watching. Hope you all enjoyed. Be sure to check out Moet for sure. He's a really good friend of mine, and I encourage you all to check him out. Of course, you know, his content's phenomenal. You know, and he's in our main friend group anyways, of course. So yep, that's gonna be it from me. We got a win here, so that's nice. We're 4-0 in the APA, and yeah, we're coming through in this league. I really feel more confident in this team in particular than the WBE. I like these Pokemon a lot more. I guess because like when we were drafted for WBE, it was more sort of like it had just come out and stuff, and I was just picking mons that were my favorites that I had done like the very first Showdown Lives with. But here, like this is post Pokemon Home. I got like the cool mons and stuff. You know, I'm pretty hyped with this team in particular. I like it a lot. But yep, looking forward to hearing from you all. And yeah, I'll see you guys on the next video. Peace.